Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as we said last week, this week we will continue the rock cycle, if you guys still remember this. So can someone remind me what do you mean by rock? What is a rock? What's it made up of?
A rock is a solid material that up is made up of different minerals.
Yes, well done. Yes, Amr. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much, Amr. Well done. But next time try to raise your hand so I know who's talking, okay? Okay, Amr?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. Yasin Sadet? Yes, Yasin, you're raising your hand. So can you tell me, Yasin, what are the main types of rocks? How many types of rocks do we have?
Sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks and igneous rocks.
Igneous rocks. Yes, well done. Thank you so much. Yes. So, as Amr said, rock is a natural substance or a natural solid material that is made up of many minerals, maybe one or many minerals. And we can sometimes call rocks as mineral mixture because it's sometimes they are made up of many minerals at one time. We have three types, like Yassine said. We have igneous rocks, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. So thank you so much, Yassine. You're still raising your hand. Do you need to answer to say anything? You just forgot to lower them.
I forgot to lower them. I just wanted to answer them.
It's okay. Okay. So today, inshallah, guys, we will learn about the rock cycle. How would one type of rock change into another type? How would metamorphic rock become sedimentary rock, and how sedimentary can become metamorphic, and so on. Just admitting your friends, making sure that there is no one in the waiting room. Okay. So last time we learned that we have many different types of rocks, as you guys have seen last time. Do you remember this?
Yes.
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 Okay. Just let me skip this part because we already did it before. And here he's giving me two examples of each type, as you guys can see, and how they look. I'll try to skip this part because we already did it last time, so we can go through the three types as fast as we can, so we can move back to the rock cycle. Okay, here are the three main examples of the sedimentary rock, if you guys remember
Sandstone,
those. Yeah, the
limestone, and
sandstone,
chalk.
limestone, chalk, and obviously chalk from its name, it's the one we make chalk with, the one we write on the blackboard with. And the main feature that allows us guys to know if it's a sedimentary rock or not, it's that they are made up of layers most of the time. But this is not like the major one because sometimes you can see layers in the metamorphic rock, but the layers in the metamorphic rock will be more compacted, or we can say compressed. You will see later with the rock cycle itself. We also learned last time that more layers on the top, that means they are new ones because the new layers are formed above the old ones. Can you guys remember this?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch it again here. Okay, can you see guys how the new layers are formed above the old ones?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I did.
sediment, exactly, yes. The sedimentary rock guys are more likely to find fossils in them. If you guys
Also,
remember,
there are plants and animals and things like this.
yes.
Parts of dead plants and animals.
Yes, remains of plants and animals. Yes, dead plants and animals from a really long time.
and fossils
Okay.
in the sediment.
Yes, can you repeat what you said because I didn't hear you?
And fossils is also in the sedimentary.
Yes, are likely to be found in the sedimentary rock. Yes, that's right. Okay, guys, let's move fast. We already did this last time. Okay, the metamorphic rocks. Can you guys remember what are the two things that makes up a metamorphic rock?
I
Heat and
know.
pressure.
Yes, pressure and
No.
press.
Yes, right,
Heat.
guys. But try to raise your hand so I know who's talking again. Amgad,
Salah.
you were raising your hand because you needed something, or you just wanted to answer these questions.
Yes, I wanted to ask about the sedimentary rocks.
Yes. What did you want to know?
Miss, when they like make layers in the ocean, it makes the ocean level rise, right?
Yes, again, please,
Mm.
Amgad.
When the sedimentary rocks fall in the ocean and make layers, it makes the
Yes.
ocean rise, right?
Well, they will make it shallower, like, with more shallow with time, but that takes thousands and thousands of years, if that's your
Oh,
question.
okay, thanks.
Is that the question? Because I didn't hear it all well. I'm having a problem here.
No, that was the question.
Okay. Well, I hope you Amgad, yani, it was the answer you needed because I didn't hear most of the question. Tanahi, you're also raising your hand. Do you want to
Yeah,
ask about something or you wanted to answer?
answer.
Okay. So, guys, yes, that's right. As you said, when the rocks are going under great heat and great pressure, they turn into metamorphic rock. But, guys, do you think that under this great heat, the rock will melt? Should it melt?
No.
If
No.
it melted, it would be
Yes.
igneous.
No,
Yes.
exactly. Yes, because if it melted, someone said that it will be igneous rock. That's right.
Salah.
So, thank you, Tanahi. Yes, thank you. And that's why, guys, I keep calling you, keep saying, please try to raise your hands because sometimes I don't know who's talking in the right time. Yeah. Okay. So yes, the rock goes under great heat, but this heat does not melt the rock because if it melted, it will turn into igneous.
It's rock.
Now it will be an igneous rock, and then we'll wait for it to solidify, and so on. Well done, yes. So the heat, the great heat and pressure will change the shape of the grains or the crystals that makes up the rock. In this picture, you guys can see this as obvious as possible. Can you guys see
But
this?
I don't understand what happened in this picture.
Yes.
I don't understand what happens in this picture.
Well, here, Habibi, he zoomed into the grains or the crystals that makes up the rock on the left. Start from the left till the right, okay? So let's start with the left first. Let me just try to zoom into this. Guys, please, if you are again yawning, try to yawn with your mic off and try to wash your face if you're feeling that you are sleepy. Okay, guys?
Okay, I
Okay.
just want.
So let's start with
No,
this.
but I'm sick.
Okay. Okay, guys. Now let's start with the left one in here, ya Tanahi. If it was Tanahi that asked the question, you'll see that here we have bigger grains or bigger crystals. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes. With more heat and pressure, it's like you're pressing down on something. Can you imagine layers of clay and you will press all of them down? That's happening in here. All the grains are being pressed down. Can you see this? With more pressure and more heat, all the crystals are getting smaller and smaller. Can you see that? Until they
Yeah.
totally change their shape into the last one. So if I went back into the big picture now, you can see the difference between the first grain size in here and the last. Can you see?
Maybe the last one is
Yeah.
metamorphic rock. It changed
The
already into
last one is
metamorphic.
making more layers.
Yes,
It's like a
the
burger,
last one
in
contains more
a
layers. Yes,
burger.
and that's why, guys. In the beginning, I told you that having layers is not the only major thing that allows us to identify the sedimentary rock, because metamorphic rock can also contain layers, but they will be more compressed and more layers. Yes, that's right. Okay, so yes, the one on the right, the right picture in here, this is a metamorphic rock. Can you see the difference in the grains, guys? Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Anyone else can't understand this picture?
No.
Mm.
Are you guys sure about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So in here we have the most famous types of or examples of metamorphic rock. You guys can see that most of the metamorphic rock are hard, and can you see how smooth they look?
Yes.
Yes, because they've been under great pressure and a great heat.
Yes. Why is it named soapstone?
Because it looks a little bit like soap if you looked at it from a far distance, but it's actually a stone, something hard. It does not
Looks
dissolve.
metal. It looks like
And in
metal.
the way they use it to make statues too. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, we learned that marble is the most famous one. It's used actually because it's really smooth and how beautiful it looks, and the colors use it to make statues with, and so hard to make shapes with, by the way, guys. Let's learn about slate. And slate is the type of metamorphic rock that we use in making the roof.
The roof of the
Yes.
houses.
Can you guys remember why we use it to make roof?
Because
Because it
it's so
doesn't let
strong,
water
it can keep the rain away.
Okay, guys,
It
please
can't
try to
let the
raise your
water
hands
pass.
so I know who's talking again. Try to raise your
Yes,
hands.
I did.
Be more organized, huh? I'm waiting to see some hands up.
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes, 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 Instadet.
Because sometimes it's so strong and powerful it can stop rain from entering the house or entering the wood.
Penetrating, yes, it's made up of thick layers that do not allow the rain to go through, and also they can make into sheets. They can make them into thin sheets, like the one you're seeing here. Okay. Thank you so much, Yasin. Okay. Let's move through this one to get to, okay, this is the igneous rock, guys. We already talked about it. We have the extrusive igneous rock and the intrusive igneous rock. Guys, which one has the big crystals?
Intrusive.
Intrusive.
Yes,
Intrusive.
Yam, well done. Intrusive, yes, but next time raise your hand, okay? Yes,
I think
intrusive has the big crystals. This is the intrusive down there. It's the one that stays under the Earth's surface for longer time. So that's why the crystals take long time to be formed, and that's why they are, as we can say, they are good cooked. They've been cooked really well. Okay. What about the extrusive? Can someone tell me? Let me look at those people raising their hands. Okay. Guys, other than Abdurrahman Tanahi, Amr, and Yasin, I need other people to raise their hands. Okay. So we have Mamdouh. Do we have Mamdouh with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, miss. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mamdouh. Yes, Mamdouh. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear
Mamdouh.
you.
So can you remember the extrusive igneous rock?
Yeah, I can remember this one.
Yes. What do you think happened to them?
Underground, but they formed on the surface of the earth.
Yes, they found on the surface of the earth. Yes. What do you think they have? Do they have big crystals, small crystals?
They got big crystals because they got cold. Like
Okay, I didn't hear most of your answer because I think there's a problem with your mic. Can you repeat it again, please?
it got I don't know how to say it, but like it got more cold on the earth surface, so it
Yes.
got big rocks.
Well, yes, it cools faster. Did you say that? It cools faster on the Earth's surface, yes. So do you think they will have big or small crystals? Because I'm still missing this part.
Can you hear me right now? I think big crystal.
Big crystals? Do you say that?
Please can I let you check?
Yes, try to write it in the chat because you're having a problem with your mic. And send it to me, okay? Okay, guys. So as we said, we had this one showing us how big and small crystals form. Just let me check Mamdouh's answer first. Okay, thank you, Habiba. Yes, I know. Mamdouh, no, they will not be big crystals, ya Mamdouh. They cooled fast. They cooled faster on the Earth's surface, as you mentioned. So if you went back to the picture in here, let me go back to the picture now. So you said that they cooled faster on the Earth's surface. That's right. Yes, the cooling or the fast cooling process causes the crystals to be formed so small because they didn't take enough time actually to be formed. Look at this one here again, ya Mamdouh. So in this experiment, we had plastic, as you can see. Okay, we're having plastic. Yes, ya Amu, well done. Yes, they will be small crystals. So here we're
Miss,
having
can I say
plastic and
something?
yes.
Can I say something? Will it be the extrusive? Will it like cool it 5 minutes or in a
No,
lot of
Habibi, it
time?
takes days. It could take days to cool down.
I
I mean,
thought you mean it will get
it's
out
still
of the
lava.
volcano so it will cool down. I
Yes?
thought you mean I thought you mean it will come out from the volcano, become lava, and then cool down.
Well, they will cool down, but they are still lava. They will not take 5 minutes only to cool down, you know? But that's a
I thought
fast, being fast or slow, it depends on the weather itself and the rock itself. So it doesn't have like a certain number. And I cannot tell you that it will cool down in 10 minutes, or it will cool down in 5 days, it will cool down in a certain amount of time. Okay? Do you
okay.
get
So
it?
this can it cool in a week?
Yes? Can you what?
Can cool down in a week?
Guys, I'm having a problem in hearing you. Some of your mics are not working well and they have background noise. So please, guys, send me in the chat. So let's move on. So in here
So maybe
again, there
the intrusive rocks will
what's wrong
have
with
years
them?
to grow. Will have years to grow.
Well, they may, yes, have years to not years to cool down if you're asking about this.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to be years. No, they could be less than that. But in all ways, they will be less than the extrusive one. They will take less than the extrusive ones. Okay?
How? Mr. Intrusive takes more time.
I'm sorry, yes, guys, I get mixed with this. Yes, the extrusive will take smaller time. I'm sorry about this. Guys, I'm sorry. The I'm getting confused with all the back noise and everyone talking at the same time. Okay, the extrusive, guys, as we said, extrusive. So we said it will be on the outside. They take less time. Do you guys remember? But I cannot tell you a certain time for them to cool down. Intrusive, they take longer time, but also cannot have a certain time to tell you guys, okay, they cool down maybe in 3 weeks. Okay, because that's a relative thing up to the weather in the place and whether this place is up in the pole near the both poles, the North Pole, the South Pole, whether it's near the equator, whether the magma itself is you know with bigger amount than others. So yes, it depends on a lot of situations or a lot of factors. But all you have to know is that the intrusive takes longer time while the extrusive takes less time, and that allows the extrusive to have less or sometimes no crystals at all. So in this one, guys, you can see how the crystals are formed. Again, we have plastic. So guys, those who don't understand what's going on with the crystals or did not attend the previous sessions, please go watch them again. In here, the plastic just melted. Okay, so they will take them with a dropper. Now I will take a part of the melted plastic. Okay, so we have two slides, one with ice and one without. The one with ice, of course, will cool faster, and the one without ice will, or in the room temperature, will take longer time to cool down. Okay, so let's now see how the crystals look like by the microscope. Can you guys see? Can you
Yes.
see my screen? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the slide that cooled faster. You can see that it contains more crystals, but they are so small. Can you see?
Yeah. Many crystals.
Yes. If you compared it to the one that took longer time to cool down, can you see how crystals are big now?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why we can see more of the minerals that makes up a rock in intrusive rocks because they took longer time to cool down. Let me show it to you in here. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, here it is. So basically, the igneous rocks are formed when melted rocks cools down and hardens and turn into rocks. These melted rocks could be magma if they are intrusive or
lava.
extrusive.
Extrusive.
Huh? Guys, be careful. We said extrusive. Do you think it will be a magma then that cool down, or should it be lava?
It will be magma.
Yes,
Intrusive.
because it's intrusive. But
It's still inside the
extrusive,
wall. The
exactly,
earth.
yes. It will be lava cooling down. Remember, guys, the game Floor is Lava? Do you remember this one? The Floor is Lava, this famous game? Yes. And we say that because magma, once it comes out to the Earth's surface, now it's called lava. It's not called magma anymore. Okay? So that's why extrusive rocks, let's go back to the picture now. Extrusive rocks in here, they are formed when lava cools down. When I say magma, it will be an intrusive because it's still under the Earth's surface. Is
When
this
you
understood,
say
guys?
lava, it's extrusive.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This I'm Ziad.
Yes, Ziad. Yes, Ziad. It's been a long time to see you and to hear your voice. Welcome back into the session. Okay, in here, guys, we have the pumice rock. This is one of the famous rocks. Remember, what did I tell you guys we use it for?
For the legs and to
On your skin. Helps your skin.
Okay, we have people raising their hands, but we only having certain people doing this. Don't we have Schlock with us today? Schlock?
Yes, we have.
Yes, Schlock. Don't you want to participate? Do you remember what do we use this rock for? The pumice rock. I told you guys we use it in homes. We have it for a really long time. Old people use it.
Yes.
Well, I can't hear you, Schlock.
Hello.
Yes? Your voice is a little bit far.
I can hear him, but his voice is not clear.
Yes, so far. Okay, guys, can someone tell me what do we use this rock for?
What I tell you?
Yassine Doueni? Yes, Yassine?
We use it for legs and making
We use it for what, Yassine? Your voice is so far and sleepy. Are you okay? Okay. So guys, because of the time of the session, we use it to exfoliate or get rid of the dead skin. That's why old people use it. And I told you guys it's called al-hajar al-iswad. Do you guys know it in your homes? It's just a black rock, and this is actually a volcanic one, it's igneous rock. So if you guys have it in your homes, now you have an igneous rock in your home. And people use it because of its hard surface, but still not that hard. So people use it to scrap all the dead skin out of their feet. Okay.
Is it exclusive or intrusive?
Yes, sweetie. It's
I think it's extrusive.
yes, it is extrusive. Well done. Yes, because you cannot see the crystals in it. Well done. Yes. Okay, guys, we already talked about the people that um, specialized in these fields. So let's move back to the rock cycle. So in here, we have a part of the rock. Just guys, let me admit some of your friends. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen now.
Some rocks is gonna fall.
Yes, it will.
By weathering.
Exactly. Yes, that's what we call weathering. Well done, guys. So you go. You
And
do
the
still remember the intro we did last time. Okay. So what happens in here, guys, is with time the rain will cause these rocks to wear away. Wear away means to break down. Okay, so this is another word for breaking down. Weathering is the breaking down of rocks. Again, weathering is the
It's the
breaking
breaking
down
down of
of
rocks.
rocks. Yes, exactly. Okay, and when they break down, they are moved from one place to another, whether by wind, ice, or water, and that's what we call erosion. This is another
type of weathering.
step
Weathering.
in the rock cycle. So what happens in here once they fall in the water? They will start hitting each other and grinding. Grinding here means that they will break into more smaller pieces with time. As they move,
They will melt.
just keep on watching. So now,
If
yes,
they melted.
not melted. They broke down into smaller pieces. They did not melt.
Oh,
Be careful.
you think
Why would they melt, Aslan? There is no source of heat in this case. Can you see magma in here?
No.
like
No.
it's sand?
They just, yes, exactly. They became sand. They broke down into smaller and smaller pieces. And the small pieces of rocks are actually called sediments. Okay. So, guys, now you learned 3 words: weathering, which means breaking
Erosion.
down the rocks, erosion, which means
Erosion.
the movement or the transportation of the small pieces of rocks from one place to another. And now you know what sediments are. They are,
Sediments.
huh? What do
The
you mean by
rocks that
sediment?
are breaking down. The rocks that are breaked.
The
From
smaller
the
pieces of
sedimentary
rocks. Yes,
rocks.
The small
smaller
rocks.
pieces of rocks. Okay. So let's watch
Yes,
more. Now let's get closer to these sediments.
miss like this sediment means they
Yes. What do they mean?
never mind. I mean the rocks, the sediments means a lot, but I said this before and he said no.
The sediments mean what? Habibi, wallah, I cannot hear you aslan.
الزلط.
Well, it's mix of all of the smaller pieces you can imagine. So pebbles are sediments, but they are a little bit big. Sand is a type of sediment. Okay? But the small
Okay.
ones, the pebbles, the small ones, not the big ones. Because you can sometimes mix between pebbles and gravels. People think they are the same, but they are not. Pebbles are a little bit smaller. Okay, guys, so now he's showing you that we have magma in here. And of course, this magma will cause igneous rocks to be formed. Once they cool down, there will be weathering in this part where the igneous rock will be then actually exposed to the surface. So let's move a little bit farther now. Okay, so guys, in here we have a volcano. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, what did we? Yes. So in here we have, of course, number 5 will be magma. This is an easy
Magma.
one. Yes, I just did it because it's an easy. I will leave you guys the big questions. So can you guys tell me, what do you think number 1 will be?
Number 1 is
Everest
Extrusive.
Huh?
no metamorphic.
extrusive rocks.
Well, some people said
Metamorphic.
extrusive other than metamorphic. Okay, let's do it extrusive now and see all the choices we have, and maybe we can come back and correct them. Number 2. Number 2.
Lava.
Yes.
Intrusive.
Number two, intrusive.
Intrusive.
Because they are near the magma.
What rock? What type?
Well, they are near a
The
magma
magma.
here, so maybe they are intrusive.
Intrusive.
Again, guys,
Here
we'll
are
see all the
sediment.
options and maybe we can come back and correct something.
Here are
Number three.
sedimentary rock. Sedimentary.
Sedimentary, because most sedimentary
They
rocks are formed
are
near the
near to the ocean.
Yes, they are near to the water and they are near to the surface. Okay,
The
let's put sedimentary rock for this. Number four.
And
metamorphic.
wait, yes, this
Metamorphic.
is metamorphic.
metamorphic.
Okay, so guys, are you sure? Let's check the answers now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, guys, well done.
Yeah.
So, why did we call number four metamorphic? What
Because it
didn't we say
undergoes
that this is
and
intrusive rock, igneous rock?
Because,
Miss,
because
it's
it has heat and
under,
because
pressure.
of the magma.
Well done. Who said that? It has heat and pressure. Who said that? Yes, Amr, well done. Well, here,
And it
guys,
has
it's close to the magma. It is closer to the magma, but not as close as the intrusive in here. So it is close to the
Miss,
magma, so it gets enough heat. And
To
Miss,
change
and
to
there is
rock.
something.
that's why it's metamorphic, but it will not melt.
yes.
Not like number
Miss,
two in here. Yes?
there is something also.
Yes.
It is also metamorphic because metamorphic, you said maybe it has layers.
Yes, it contains layers sometimes. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much. But here I'm talking about the possession. They are near to the magma. They get heat from the magma in here, but they do not get enough heat to allow them to melt. Not like number two here, the intrusive. The sedimentary rock, which is number
Yes.
three, it's found underneath where all the sediments are gathered and then they cool down to become a rock. Of course, extrusive are found on the surface of the earth, so that makes them number one, as you guys said. So well done, guys. Okay, we did this last time, so let's pick up with this summary that contains all the letters. So extrusive in here, guys, he's telling you that it's an igneous rock that formed above the Earth's surface and contains very small crystals. The fossil, as Yasin Sadat mentioned, I think at the beginning of the session, I think it was Yasin Sadat, he said that it's the remains of the what once was living things. It could be plants, could
I
be
said
animals.
that.
Yes, that's right. But you guys are not asked to learn about fossils anyway. But just know it for your own knowledge. Okay, now let's move to igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are made up of,
Rocks that are made from magma.
yes. So can someone, okay. Yes, it is made up from magma that has cooled and solidified. Intrusive is a type of igneous rock, but it cooled down under the Earth's surface, so it took enough time to make large crystals. Yes, well done. Okay, magma is the melted rocks underneath the Earth's surface. Metamorphic are the rocks that formed from existing rocks already. يعني they been a type of rock changed into a new type of rock, and that's why we call it metamorphic from the word metamorphosis. The rock cycle, guys, it's the cycle through which these definitions are not the same definitions you guys learning about. Okay, so you can write whatever you understand. Don't have to write the same words. Just if they are the right words, use them. You don't have to use the same words. So a rock cycle is the cycle that rocks go through in order to change from one type to another. Okay, and sedimentary rocks made up from layers. And now let's move into these questions. Okay, so guys, if the meeting ends, you can come back because we only have 3 minutes. You can come back for another 5 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
so let's start with number one. Okay, let me pick someone here from the names.
Miss Amr answered.
Yes.
We answered this one. I didn't hear him.
He said punk.
Okay, so let's read the question, Which of these is not, Uday, you're next, okay? Which of these is not a type of rock involved in the rock cycle? So yes, that's right, it was bunk. Thank you so much, but next time try to wait for me to tell you to answer, okay? Okay, Uday, you can answer this one.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Which of these is an example of a sedimentary rock?
Yes, you can guess the answer for this one. It's okay.
Miss,
Um,
you will not do the name.
The wheel itself?
No, not
Miss,
the wheel. The
Miss, I know
numbers.
the answer.
Okay, Reem, raise your hand and wait for your turn, Habibti. Yes, I can see your name here, but you're not
C.
raising your hands. Okay,
C,
it's
Miss.
C. Yes, well done. Chalk. Yes, chalk is a sedimentary
Yes.
rock. It's an example of sedimentary rock. Yes, well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yauday. Marble and
Thank you,
slate are
Miss.
both metamorphic rock. Granite
Metamorphic.
is an igneous rock.
Idiots.
Well done. Yes.
The thing that
Miss,
has
can
the
I,
numbers of names.
I
Miss,
I
can I
don't
ask
I
you
can't
something?
hear you, Amr. I can't hear you, Amr. Can you please يعني, send me your questions if it's not your turn to talk, so I can hear you because I cannot hear you now.
Miss, can I ask you something?
Okay, Tanahi, yes.
Is just late. Like if we break it, it will be salt, or it's just a name.
If we break what, Habibi? I didn't hear the word.
Slate, the slate.
Slate, yes. If we break it, it will have
It will
what?
change if we break it into really small pieces like sand. It will be uh, the
It will be what?
ملح, ملح,
No,
salt.
no, it will not. It's not halite. If you're talking about the rock halite, this is the one that is actually made up of salt. We call it the rock salt. But slate is not made of salt, Habibi. So if you break it down, it will not become salt. Still pieces of rocks. Okay, we have Kinsey. Kinsey, can you answer number 3? Which of
Yes.
these is not a sedimentary rock? So we have sandstone. Remember, it's not a sedimentary rock. Sandstone, chalk, limestone, slate.
B.
So it will be, again, sweetie,
B.
B. Limestone is not a sedimentary rock. Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Did you read all the choices? Okay, Kinsey. Limestone, sandstone, and chalk, as we said at the beginning of the session and the last sessions, those are sedimentary rocks, sweetie. Slate is a metamorphic rock. So this is the only answer you're having here.